Oh, baby, oh, ganeskina wapinosi, ni bunika, nisitunika, no nika. Oh, baby, oh, ganeskina wapinosi, ni bunika, nisitunika. Okay, bookeks. Nästa vuonna kauppi teini nääki. Aamkak itse Nixon, ake itse Nixon, ni tääk itse nikatupak, tääk saapi annistupak. Ankak Napi. Anikak manistua tuup uutukaan, ikskeikkimmat kui niksi kanneskiineeks. Kenikaaku tuhti taapes pak anikak punukaa uutukaan. Okei, tääk saapi annistupak. Hello children, my name is Leanne Sleigh. My traditional name is Boss Eagle Woman, and I'll be reading a story to you, one of our legends, which is called Napi and the Mice. I'll be reading from this book, and it's called The Siksika Old Stories. I am going to tell you about Napi when his hair was chewed. There was Napi walking along when he saw an elk's head, bunuka. There was a loud booming noise coming from the elk's head. Some mice were having a powwow in the elk's head. Then Napi went over to where the mice were, crying to the mice that he wanted to try it. The chief mouse agreed to let Napi join them as they gathered. So the chief mouse told Napi that it wasn't very difficult just to join them by keeping in time to the music by nodding his head through the opening. The chief mouse told him, "Be mute, God, just don't fall asleep." "Yes, I will be having too much fun to fall asleep," replied Napi. The mice resumed Nixiganeskinex with their dancing and singing. Napi stuck his head in, nodding to the tune of the drums. But Napi started to get sleepy watching them dance. Napi fell asleep, even though the chief mouse told him not to sleep. Napi was fast asleep. Suddenly the mice stopped dancing. They noticed that Napi had fallen asleep. They said, "Our brother is sleeping. He is sleeping." The mice all ran to him and started to chew up his hair. When the mice were done, the mice ran to their homes. They used Napi's hair for their homes. In the meantime, Napi woke up, Nebukaki, and no one was around. All the mice had gone home. To his amazement, Napi noticed that he had no more hair, Maratutugani. He decided to leave, but when he was going to leave, his head got stuck in the elk's head. He couldn't do anything, and nobody was around to help him. The mice had done something magical to the elk's head, and then the mice had left. Napi started to walk with the elk's head. He couldn't see where he was going and was bumping into trees. He asked the trees where they were standing, and the trees replied, "This is where we are." He would then move towards them. He bumped into a particular tree that liked to play tricks. He asked the tree, "Where are you standing?" The tree replied, "I am right over here." Napi, not knowing that where the tree was, received the directions and proceeded to move. To his surprise, he fell into the river because the tree was standing at the edge of the bank. Napi started to float down the river. As he floated, some women, geeks, who were fetching water or washing clothes saw Napi down the river. The women thought they had seen an elk. Napi started making noises like an elk. One of the women ran back to the camp to get her husband just to tell him about the elk in the river. The man grabbed his gun and ran to the river and decided to hit him over the head. But as he looked again, he said, "This is a human being, Matapi." The man cracked open the elk head. It was Napi. The man said in amazement, this was a crazy person. And of course, Napi acted the part of a crazy person by making crazy-like noises. The man and the women were scared of him and took off home, leaving Napi all by himself. And he started to walk through the bushes. He was lost, and he remembered the song that the mice were singing, Nixikanes Skinex. And the song goes like this, it's a lullaby. Oh, baby, oh, ganeskina wapinosi, ni bunika, nisitunika, no nika. Oh, baby, oh, ganeskina wapinosi, ni bunika, nisitunika, no nika.